Hello, my darlings. So, in case I melt completely on camera today, today is just one of the hottest. It's not so much that it's hot, it's that in the middle of the day, a storm, we all, people who know, a storm came out of nowhere. And for just 1 hour. It was like clear skies, not one cloud in the sky. Then all of a sudden a storm out of nowhere for like 1 hour, and then it disappeared again. And that storm just made everything intensely humid. So I feel like I'm melting. But anywho, I'm just saying all that to say in case I melt on camera, that is why. I want to start off by saying thank you to those of you who have been supporting my subscriptions either on Facebook or Patreon. You guys already know you're my main source of income, so I'm very, very grateful for all of you. But I'm also grateful to those of you who do what you can. If those of you who can't subscribe, but you comment, you react, you share my posts, not on Patreon, you share the ones that are on Facebook, that's okay. All of that means so much to me. Those of you who are sending stars, who are sending donations, those of you who are making sure to follow my page or my YouTube channel, thank you for all of that. Now, the area has already been cleansed. I went ahead and left the fan on because I need something. The heat is just intense. But we're going to be using my ArtesanaDivina tarot again, and I'm going to be using the Tarot of the Divine to clarify today. Okay? So I'm not feeling any specific oracle deck, so we're just gonna start. Okay? So let's see. What do we need already? Okay, so we're starting off with the 6 Kintsugi, Scorpio Venus. Ooh. 2 Claymores, Aquarius Moon. Okay, this is the 3 Geodes, Virgo, Mercury, but it came out reversed. And then 6 gold coins, Taurus, Chiron. Overall energy, 7 spears, Aries, North Node. So, Aries North Node has a lot to do with our challenge being able to put ourselves first, being able to say, I don't want to do this. That's not the direction I want to go, etc., etc. It's like someone having to learn to be selfish. And selfish in a good way, okay? Because again, usually when we think of selfish, we think of it not the greatest of connotations. But with Aries North Node, that's exactly the problem. Someone sees putting themselves first as selfish, as like, oh, I couldn't possibly say no. Oh, I couldn't possibly set that boundary. Now, we have Scorpio Venus, which is a very intense Venusian energy. It's that borderline obsession, if not straight out obsession. It's this really intense, like all or nothing type of energy. So I don't know if this is a relationship and someone is having to learn to think of themselves in a relationship where possibly they're used to thinking of their partner and they're so into their partner that it's difficult for them to say no. But then we've got Aquarius Moon. So if this is a partnership, because keep in mind, partnership is like the easiest story to tell, okay? Like romantic. But this could work out in different ways. So please adjust it as it works out with your story. For some of you, this doesn't have to be a romance. This could be a business partnership. This could be a spirit guide even. This could be a family member. Adjust it as you see fit, okay? Use your imagination. So with Aquarius Moon, if this is a relationship, whatever type of connection this is, there is the feeling of this is my friend. This is someone, there's a level of camaraderie and this is my soul family, as well as I have a lot of emotional intimacy with this person. Now, Virgo Mercury reversed tells me that communication is not great here. Someone either struggles. Okay, so Virgo Mercury being reversed literally could mean that their Mercury is retrograde. They were born while Mercury was in retrograde. So they think a lot of things, but getting it out is the biggest challenge. And then it's followed by the Taurus Chiron. So it could be that the biggest problem, the reason that they're struggling so much, is because they don't really see themselves as valuable. They don't really think that they are worthy. I'm going to clarify the overall energy as well. So we'll pick it back up later. Or we might keep it. We'll see. Clarify the 7 spheres. Clarify the 7 spheres, the Aries North Node. What did I tell you? 8 of Swords. Clarify the 7 spheres. The Empress. We have an Empress here. And the Hierophant. So I think that this message is from a spirit guide. The Hierophant feels very spirit guide-like. 4 of Wands. Okay. So this could be a spirit guide telling this Empress, that they're allowing the wrong type of relationships. They are pulling in relationships that are reflecting their inner wounds still. And that's actually something we're going to go through in cycles like that. I don't think that's ever going to change because we naturally kind of do that. But they're in a state right now that is pointing this out acutely. Let me put it that way. So if this is a marriage, or it was a past marriage, one of the two. But it put them in a really, it put them in a spot of really questioning what even is my value. What right do I even have to say what I want? But they're also showing up in Empress energy. So I'm gonna tell you, this is one of those times where I say that this represents potential. Because an Empress doesn't sit in this type of energy. Not a full-blown Empress anyways. So this is someone who has the potential to be an Empress. I feel like they're really close. They're really close. And their spirit guides are telling them, you're so close. There's just one more thing you need to work on. And it's that Taurus Chiron. It's that feeling of, am I good enough? Am I valuable enough? Am I worthy enough? Now, beneath the 7 spheres, the Aries North Node, we also have the 2 gold coins, which is Taurus Venus. So I feel like a big part of the solution to this whether this is feminine or masculine, Taurus energy has to do with our physicality. So either 1, they're not happy with the way they look, or 2, they just don't like the way they look. And I'm saying that because there's a difference. I know it sounds the same, but there's a difference. If you're not happy with the way you look, it means that most of the time you can change that. It's something that can be adjusted. But when you just don't outright like yourself, it means that you may have body dysmorphia. You may have, it doesn't matter how beautiful or attractive other people think you are, you will never see what they see. And someone's spirit guides are asking them to address this. They're asking you to start asking yourself why. If it's something you can change, either physically or it's something you can change internally. Because with the Scorpio Venus energy, I feel like the way that the collective expects to be loved, like the only way that they'll accept love is if someone comes towards them in this obsessive, I will die if I don't have you type of energy. that's the only way that they accept, like, okay, you might love me right now. But if someone comes to them in a more calm, steady state, they'll look at it like, this is boring. It's not intense enough. Let's see. Clarify Scorpio Venus. But it's also that quick, intense energy can also be self-sabotage. So we got 3 cups. Clarify the 6 kintsugi. The 4 coins. And the 10 of Wands. Overall energy, the Hermit. So this could, I'm actually seeing one more storyline come out. I'm not fond of the fact that beneath the Hermit, we've got the 7 of Swords, which is trickster energy, and then the 10 of Swords, which is betrayal. So that's not great. But there is another storyline coming out. So this 6 kintsugi, remember I explained to you guys, kintsugi is the art of the Japanese art form where a bowl or a vase that breaks, they glue it together and then they paint the cracks with gold until now those cracks now become a work of art, right? And it's, to me, it's like one of the best comparisons I found to Scorpio energy, because that's Scorpio energy. It's about renewal and transformation, taking pain and turning it into something beautiful. So it could be that this Hierophant is a person. Now, I'm not saying, I think it doubles. I think for some it's your spirit guides and a person. So it's your spirit guides either talking to you about how you're addressing relationships, or they're talking to you about how someone coming towards you addresses relationships. Because the 6 kintsugi, remember I said it's that it could also lead to self-sabotage. This person has been through a lot of betrayal. This person has been through a lot of pain. And so it's made them very possessive. It's made them very territorial. It's made them get really obsessive and paranoid about what their person is doing, who they're talking to, how long they've been there, what they're, you know, that type of energy. Because they are insecure. That 8 of Swords could be them. Maybe Aries North Node, it could be that your role in this person's life, either if you're already with them, it could be that you're supposed to teach them to focus on themselves, love themselves, instead of putting all that pressure onto what you're supposed to do for them. For others, if they come towards you, you might just want to keep it friends, because you're going to be like, look, I don't think we're going to work out. Because it's going to be like a lot of pressure. It's going to be a lot of intense, you're my life type of thing. And you might be a little turned off by that, because you're like, no, we're not going to do that. No, I need you to focus on you. I need you to use all that love on you, because it's almost like they're wanting you to fix their brokenness. And that can lead to a lot of codependency, which I think the Empress is like, no. So this could be that there's 3 different possible storylines. Either you're in a current relationship and this is what Spirit is telling you you need to do. Maybe you're the one that's all obsessive and, you know, stalking someone and paranoid, and they're telling you need to chill. You need to focus all that energy on you. Or your partner is doing this, or someone is coming towards you and they have this energy, or when you meet this person, you are going to have this energy. So it's 4 different scenarios, honestly. Clarify Aquarius Moon, the 2 claymores. But there is, either way, you get the point. It's about somebody being so obsessive about their partner, being so paranoid, and because of past hurt, that they tend to kill the connection. Temperance. Clarify 2 claymores. The Fool. Clarify the 2 claymores and the Ace of Wands. Yeah. Look at this. Look at the 2. I'm telling you. 2 of Cups. Okay, so what's beneath that? 6 of Swords and the Knight of Swords, the Star. Whether this is you or someone else, let me put it that way. Whether this is you or someone else, either you are already in a connection, you're about to be in a connection, and one of the two, or possibly both of you, are going to be battling this. But this is the type of connection where, look at this, we've got, not only do we have intense passion with the Ace of Wands, we've got the Little Mermaid energy. You remember how the Little Mermaid was willing to give up her voice, her home, everything to be with one person? I feel like either you are about to encounter a relationship or you're already in one where you give too much, or they do. And if they're the ones giving too much, you need to be more like, okay, hold on, stop. You need to think of yourself. And if it's you giving too much, your spirit guides are the ones going, hey, stop it. Because you're not, it's imbalanced. It's very imbalanced. That's why Temperance is here. Plus, Aquarius and Scorpio energy square because they're both fixed. So I feel like either you or the other person is going to be blowing hot and cold because the intensity is too much. And so they do the push and pull thing because when they get close, they want to consume, or you want to consume them. And then they pull away and they're like, oh, I need to calm down. I need some room. I need to breathe. I need to think this through. So Temperance is like, find a middle ground. Find a space where you don't lose yourself or they don't lose themselves. Because honestly, we have a responsibility for that as well. I had a connection that was like this. And initially, I'm not going to lie, it felt very pleasant to have someone obsessed with me. Until with time, I realized this connection is damaging this person. Their peace of mind is pretty non-existent. If I'm not okay, this person's whole world is destroyed. And I realized that it was not doing them any good. It felt good for me, but it was hurting them. And that's not a good feeling because we are responsible for that, for our part in that as well. If we know that our connection to someone else is damaging them and we're just like, oh, well, they chose it. We are aware of what we're doing. We are responsible for our part in that connection. Each connection takes 2. 2 of Cups. It takes 2. So even if it's the other person being obsessive, you have a responsibility to help curb that as well. If you don't, you're going to start accruing karma for taking advantage of someone else's blind trust and faith in you. Because Scorpio Venus, that's blind loyalty. That's someone that if you tell them that person is an enemy, they now have beef with that person. And I'm saying this because I have Scorpio Venus and I've had to really work on that energy. So this feels like the very imbalanced form of Scorpio Venus. So I know what I'm telling you. There is a lot of passion, but it has to be tempered. It has to be like, okay, let's breathe. Let's not let this get too intense to where you no longer have a life. Because I feel like this could lead to the point where you always want to be together with this person, or they always want to be together with you. They might start cutting off their friends, their hobbies, and that's dangerous. That starts leading towards codependency and them losing themselves, or you losing yourself. So regardless of who it is, if it's you, you need to chill. And if it's the person that you are either with or will be with, you're going to have to gently be like, hold on. Let's give ourselves some time. Let's spend time apart. Let's work on our different interests. You're going to have to do that. Clarify Virgo, Mercury reversed. We've got Knight of Cups. Actually, it's a 3 Geodes reversed. Clarify 3 Geodes reversed. Just Virgo, Mercury. Clarify 3 Geodes reversed. The 8 of Wands. Clarify 3 Geodes reversed. And the Hanged Man. With the Four of Swords. Yeah. The World, the Ten of Cups, the High Priestess. I think it's the other way around. I think it's the collective that's showing up as High Priestess, Empress energy. And the person coming towards you is going to think you are the best thing since sliced bread. Which they're not wrong. But when they put you too much on a pedestal, they are automatically putting themselves beneath you. And you're going to have to be careful with that. Because some of you may have never had that. And you're going to love it. You're going to take advantage of it. Others of you, you need to... Communication is going to be so important. Because look at this. The Eight of Wands. This is the legend of the rainbow crow. And it talks about a crow who, or the raven, whatever, raven or crow. It has fire that it's bringing to humanity. And it's so focused on bringing the fire to humanity that it singes its wings. And that's supposedly the legend of why the crow or raven is black. So this person is going to be so focused on giving you what you need that they're willing to sacrifice everything in their life. They're going to be a little bit of a martyr, a little bit of self-sacrificial, whatever. I'm hearing the, how does that song go? You can have whatever you like. That's what I'm hearing. Baby, you can have whatever you like. It's T.I., I think, right? Yep. Let's see. It says, hey, Jim. You know, the old sugar daddies, they be tricking. They tell them girls, I said, you can have whatever you like. You can have whatever you like. Stacks on deck, Patron on ice, and we can pop bottles all night. And baby, you can have whatever you like. Late night sex, so wet, it's tight. It's so tight. I gas of a jet for you tonight. I gas up, I think. And baby, you can have whatever you like. I said, you can go wherever you like. Anytime you want to pick up the telephone, you know it ain't nothing to drop a couple of stacks on you. Want it, you could get it, my dear. $5 million home, drop Bentleys, I swear. I want your body, need your body. As long as you got me, you won't need nobody. You want it, I got it. Go get it, I'll buy it. Tell them other broke, be quiet. And it just keeps going. It's repeating. And it says, Shawty, you the hottest. Love the way you drop it. Brain so good. Swore you went to college. 100K deposit. Vacations in the tropics. Because everybody know it ain't tricking if you got it. Y'all ain't never got to go to your wallet. Long as I got rubber band banks in my pocket. 5-6 rides with rims with a body kit. You ain't got to downgrade. You can get what I get. My chick could have what she wants. Go in any store for any bag she wants. And no, she ain't never had a man like that to buy you anything your heart desire like that. And it just keeps going. And then the last part that I haven't seen yet says, I'm talking big boy rides and big boy ice. Let me put this big boy in your life. Things so wet and hit so right. Let me put this big boy in your life. That's right. Ooh, child. I don't know what y'all be doing. What are y'all manifesting? Some of y'all about to get a sugar daddy. Okay, no judgment though, no judgment. It's not so much like a sugar daddy, but I feel like this person's gonna treat you like that. But they got it like that, okay? It's not someone that's like pretending to be. They have it. Whatever it is that. This is the problem though. With this, I will tell you this. It could lead to problems. So it's why you have to be careful, because this person's genuinely going to put you on a pedestal like you are a goddess or a god to them. And you're going to realize that as great as that feels, it might lead to problems. Because if you think about it, the more powerful this person is, every action they take has a ripple effect into the world of other people. So if you're over here saying, oh my God, I love this. Okay, that means every weekend I want to go to a different country. Let's jet to a different country. If they have children with someone else, that means that now they never get to see their children. If they have a job that has a lot of responsibilities, they're not going to be telling you that they're putting aside different things to please you. So you need to be really careful. Because like the song said, I don't think you've ever had somebody like this. And for some of you, if you have not worked on your communication skills, because remember, the 3 of Geos is reversed, which is Virgo Mercury. If you have not worked on your communication skills, you won't be able to tell when this person, how to put this, it's almost like it's your responsibility, because you're showing up as the bigger person here. You're showing up as the Empress, the High Priestess. You're showing up as the person that calls the shots, which means you're the leader, bitch. Which means the responsibility falls on you. Because that's what it means. That everybody wants to be the boss, but nobody wants the responsibility that comes with it. And this is one of those examples. You may have to learn to read this person a little bit. Which, if you're an Empress and High Priestess energy, you should be pretty good at that by now. But they are showing up in Hierophant energy. They are a leader of a community, which means they can't just do whatever they want. Even though they may have it like that, they may behave like they could. They may want to, they want to give you everything, but you're going to have to be very careful the impact you're having on their environment. So you're going to have to learn to ask the appropriate questions. You're going to have to learn to read the room, okay? Tell me about the 6 gold coins. 9 of Swords. 6 gold coins. The Devil. And the 5 of Coins. Overall energy, 9 of Wands. Followed by the 10 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, Ace of Cups. This is really, it's going to test you. It's not meant to test you, but it's going to test you. I did a reading some time ago that was talking about something like this. The reading was like when I used the pink cards. It was the Korean Kisong deck. And I think it's called something like, what does this power say about you? Something like that. Because I was basically talking about a feminine that had a lot of power over someone that had a lot of authority. Like a king, like a governor, like a senator, somebody like that. This is really going to test you, because if you are not knowing your value, not knowing your worth, because this affects you too in that sense. If you low-key still have issues with that, then it's going to please you greatly when this person might do things to maybe crush others because you want them to. So you could turn into a tyrant because you have not worked on your own value. You may want to bully other people. You may want to act like what did you say to me? Oh, watch, I'm going to destroy your, that type of, like, you need to careful. Don't let it go to your head. Let me read, what's this Devil energy? Boitata. It says the devil gives into the ego, lusting for unnecessary or harmful things, unwilling to leave negative situations. It is a dragon sitting upon a pile of gold it does not need. A person setting a forest on fire for their own gain. Hold on. Now I need to go find out who Boitata is, because there's something here I feel like is relevant. Obviously, but let's see. Okay, so it says that It's a giant snake with bull horns and fiery eyes that appears in Brazilian folklore. Jesuit priests describe Boitatá as a wavy snake of fire with transparent, sparkling leather that moves through meadows and along rivers at night. Some say that looking into Boitatá's eyes can blind people and that encountering the snake can lead to death or insanity. Legend also has it that Boitatá can transform into a hot log to punish those who start forest fires. If someone comes across Boitatá, they should remain still, close their eyes, and not breathe. You know what I think this means? Now, I could be wrong, but I feel like if you're not careful, this is what you could turn into. You could turn into the person that's like, people will be terrified to be around you because you will have control over someone who has a lot of power. And if you let it get to your head, any wrong move they make, you're going to snap them over your knee, or you're going to have this person snap them over their knee. And it'll turn you into a tyrant. It'll turn you into the type of person that is abusing their authority. Let's go to part 2. I'm curious to see what this is about. Let's go to part 2, and that part 2 will be on the subscriber side, whether on Patreon or Facebook. So I hope I see you there. If not, I hope that this part already gave you plenty to ruminate and meditate on. Okay? I love you guys, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye-bye.